All right, it's time. Tyler just dropped CHROMAKOPIA. Kind of a strange rollout for this one, but I honestly kind of like it. There wasn't much like build-up or rollout in general. I think he announced this like 2-3 weeks ago maybe, and it's already here. I've heard one track off this album. I've heard Saint Chroma. Well, I guess only part of it because the whole thing looks like it's 3 minutes. I haven't heard any of the other singles that he's released. Haven't heard Noid or Thought I Was Dead, so I'm going in pretty fresh here. 14 songs, 53 minutes. I'm super excited for this. Go join the Patreon if you want to see this reaction uncut. Link in the description down below. Let's hop into it. Saint Chroma is the first track. Here we go. Here's the chants. Whispering is crazy, dude. Oh. The synth that comes in here, dude. Dude, the bass that comes in here is crazy. Daniel Caesar vocals. Oh, that filth.
It's just a box with a light of thunder in me. Gratitude and under the hubris that's on my sleeve. She ain't never met no one who talk like that. And if you hang up.
Okay, cool transition. I have seen some people talking about the transitions on this album, so I'll try and let them play out a little bit, but you know, I gotta do the reaction thing. I gotta stop each track and talk about it. That's a solid intro. I like it. Conceptually, thematically, it feels like it's kind of just like a self-affirming track in a way. Don't let that fire or whatever that chorus is. Tyler kind of telling himself to be himself. And I don't know, was that his mom at the beginning or something? His mom was on Call Me If You Get Lost as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if that was her again. Cool to hear the kind of extended second half of that because in the video, the music video, it just kind of cuts off after a little bit, but man, the bass goes crazy on that. I like the whispered delivery. It kind of gives this eerie feel to start the album. It's very lo-fi, as we expect with Tyler. Just like mix-wise and like aesthetically, it's honestly, it strays far away from Call Me If You Get Lost, definitely. It feels more similar to Igor in that way. Solid intro. Let's see where we go. Rah Tah Tah.
That nigga, bitch, I call right back. Roll my windows up, dollar rolling windows up. Biscuit ass,
oh, that percussion is crazy.
She my favorite, cause she hit me up like that's in the green. Bitch, I'm really hitting. You better put them palms together, bitch, I really sing.
I like the panning of these ad-libs.
The boy got thumpers. I'm a bona fide face seat box muncher. She ain't never met no one who never in the Hamptons, dick riding in the white fish. Never raising.
Oh, the record scratches, dude.
I just thumbs up like I'm scrolling feed. She ain't never met no one who talk like that. Fuck it, shimmy up.
Dude, his flow here is crazy, dude. He's the bounce and just he's riding over this so nice.
And if you hang up on a nigga, bitch, I call right back. I'm paranoid now cause niggas weird and really bums. I'm paranoid now cause niggas weird and really bum. I'm paranoid.
Hold on, that transition felt kind of scuffed. Let's see.
Cause niggas weird and really bum. I'm paranoid.
It's close. I get what he was going for that transition, but it feels a bit rushed. I don't know. Man, that was a banger. That was crazy. The percussion kind of had like a kind of a Pharrell feel to it, which makes sense. Tyler is very closely linked with Pharrell. But man, that like visceral kind of husky delivery from Tyler too. Super sick. And now we're conceptually, lyrically kind of leading into this next track, Noid, which I'm assuming is the same thing as paranoid, you know? What did he say? He's paranoid and tired of these bums or whatever? Typical stuff from Tyler. You expect him to say some stuff like this. Let's see where we go. Oh.
Things feel out of order.
Oh. Who's this? Is this a sample? Oh, those vocals. Yes. Dude, Tyler's got always just such good little, like, bridges. Nice little turnarounds.
regret hearing pew pew.
This is so good. Oh, that bass run? Oh my god. Okay. Here's the real bridge, I guess. Nice spacey little section here. This track does feel a bit messy. I don't know, kind of unfinished in a way.
No cameras out, please. I wanna eat in peace. Don't wanna take pictures with you niggas or bitches. Some pray for my fall. Hearing clicks on the call. Niggas hacking for some rough drafts. Leave me alone. What you want? Paranoid.
I like aspects of that track. I think overall it's a little bit messy. The track did a lot, but I think the transitions between sections just felt a little bit jarring at times. Lyrically, I really, really like that track. I mean, it's kind of sad. This is no hate on Tyler. This doesn't take anything away from him. But it's kind of sad that he can talk about stuff like this in terms of not wanting to take pictures with fans and pointing out how weird that whole dynamic can be at times, and then you get someone like Chapel Roan saying the exact same thing, but she's getting like destroyed for it online, you know? I agree with the sentiment totally. Sometimes fans are just too into these artists, and they forget that these are real people that sometimes don't want to take a picture with you if they're just, you know, trying to mind their own business at a restaurant, whatever they're doing. Just don't annoy them. Just leave them alone. And it seems like that has been kind of a consistent theme running through this so far. So yeah, we'll see if that continues. Maybe we get some resolution there. Maybe we don't. I guess we'll see. So yeah, overall it felt a bit messy, but I get the idea and I like the messaging of it. So next track is Darling I.
If you don't mean it, don't tell us.
And we keep having these little spoken skits in between. Oh, hold on. I'm curious who this person is, because it sounds like the same lady on Call Me If You Get Lost, which I think was his mom. Oh, we're gonna get a bright summery jam here, aren't we? With that acoustic. Woo. Yes. Oh, the shaker.
I drive my Beamer in the summer when I'm ready to drift. LaFerrari handle better and it's pretty as shit. So how can I get everything from one person? I'm at the altar, but I'm still searching. Like this short but forever, it's so goddamn long. I like a long time, I'm on my own time.
Dude, I love the messaging on this track too. Tyler's perspective in his music recently is like so refreshing. Is that Tizo? That sounds like Tizo. This bounce, dude, it's so good. Yeah, that's Tizo for sure.
Everybody's different, you know?
Dude, you hear like the mouth sounds?
But I want you to explore too.
Ooh, I like this elevation here. This is fantastic. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta look at Genius. Who is this? Who is this person, bruh? Dude, that was so good. That was such a sweet little intro. Bonita Smith. Is that his mom? Okay, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. That's sweet, bruh. I like that. Dude, the chord progressions on there, the melodies, Tizo coming in with the nice vocals in the background. And again, the messaging is such a refreshing perspective. What's that one line? It's forever's too long or something. Tyler not wanting to stay committed to one person, you know? It's not like he sees it as an inherently bad thing. It's just kind of how he is. And I like just kind of the youthful feel of it. I drive my Beamer in the summer when I'm ready to drift. It kind of reminds me of some of the extra tracks off Call Me If You Get Lost. Just being happy. Like there's one track on the extra tracks on Call Me If You Get Lost where he's just like listing things he's grateful for, you know? It's not like cliche, cheesy things. It's not like, well, he's probably grateful for his family, but it's like he's grateful for his bike or his house. And I think like we traditionally think to look down on being too grateful for those things. But if they make you happy, they make you happy. You know, who cares? The next track is Hey Jane.
Always, always, always wear a condom.
Don't trust it. Hey Jane, we got the news and I ain't know what to do.
I got Genius up, so I guess I'm looking at the lyrics now.
I know my mama be excited as hell. I know your mama be excited as well. Time blocking the driveway. I cannot pull out now. I didn't pull out. I'm terrified, petrified. I don't wanna give my freedom up or sanitize it. You gotta deal with all the mental and the physical change just to get a kid the man last name. Fuck that.
Again with the perspective, man. I mean, I didn't expect any less from Tyler in terms of just like the writing on here. Like, I didn't expect any less, but I just love the message of this track again. Like, it's so mature and so empathetic in a way that it's like, but honest as well. So good, and it ties in so great with the last track too, of not wanting to be committed to someone in that last track, and then maybe having a child, but being scared of that and not feeling like you're responsible enough or like you're ready to have a child. You got to deal with the mental and physical change, all the heaviest emotions and the physical pain just to give the kid the man last name. I mean, it says it all right there.
Hey T, we got the news and I forgot how to breathe. In the panic, you was comforting me.
Okay, we're from the girl's perspective now, I guess.
Hey T, how would you feel if we kept it a secret?
Dude, that little bass part there is so sick. Oh my god.
There's some more, I prefer the happy to mind thing. I got my own bread, I don't need you to buy things. Can you crack a window so I could breathe? Hey T, I'm scared too. I am too. It was so hard for me to tell you to tell truth. It's a lose if I lose little bro in the end, and it's a lose-lose if I lose you as a friend. I got a mini version of myself living in me. You pulling out your hair, I walk around in a frenzy. No matter the decision today, I just want us to be cool either way. No pressure.
Dude, I love it, dude. I love the storytelling on that track. Writing from both perspectives, his perspective, her perspective, really just like considering all things, you know, and it feels like this track just throws us into that dynamic, and it's very personal because of that, with how specific things are getting here. Like, I mean, it's kind of like a rambling kind of delivery, like he's just going on and on, like it's not really concerned with making these flows tight or keeping it imagery heavy or using lots of metaphors. He kind of just says it as it is. I really loved how minimal that track was. Like, you still get some nice ear candy in there, but it's really letting Tyler just like do his thing over top of it. All right, I Killed You is next. Did the abortion happen? Is that what this is referring to?
Round and round, you do blow out, go round and round. I gotta work, I gotta eat. If they see you on top of me, I gotta leave. Bitch, I killed you, taking you out. It's not a game full of shame, so we straighten you out without a doubt.
Okay, this kind of reminds me of the Call Me If You Get the Sorry Not Sorry video, where he has like all his different eras, all those different like versions of himself and personalities. This track so far kind of feels like that, and saying I killed you. Maybe he killed an old version of himself, as corny as that sounds.
Force you to relax, you was thick, you was bleeding. Couldn't take it.
This part's crazy.
I gotta work, I gotta eat. If they see you on top of me, then I'm at peace, bitch, I killed you. Talking about my heritage, I could never kill.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh.
Trapped in a bad R. Type 3 is a type 4.
There's so many like rising synths on this album so far, and like even in St. Chroma there was a lot of that. This album, like, simultaneously, it feels like Tyler's sure of himself, but it also feels a bit unsure at moments as well. There's a lot of internal struggle going on here, you know? So this track, I mean, it's kind of just talking about like all these, I guess, societal pressures and all this noise around himself, but at the end here, it's just about being himself, you know? Talking about my heritage, I could never kill. I didn't expect to love the writing on this album so much, but it's just, I feel like as Tyler gets older and just more sure of himself, the more confident he gets. His writing is just so fun to listen to, and it's so nice to see someone just like so confident, you know? But like I said, there's points here where he's not confident either, and it's a little bit unsure and unsettled. Next track is Judge Judy.
Her breasts were near her chest and she had curls that hit her face. Her legs were Eiffel Tower, I could tell her daddy black. So I won't judge Judy.
Oh, that's good. The double meaning there.
Make some sweets. Started swapping
Woo!
spit. She got on top of me. 3 foot massages, giving oral is my passion. Your body counting, who you fuck is not my concern. Cause
Dude, the dog tooth reference. Okay. Judy. Oh! Dude, he loves that shaker snare combo.
She was great with women.
Ooh, the pickup there.
Sorry that I haven't been communicating much. I wasn't living right until they told me what was left. Judging Judy.
Yes. The mixing here is so good. Dude, I love extending this outro. Oh, dude. Nice bass towards the end there. That's might be my favorite. Like musically especially, man. Oh, that one little bridge section, and the outro as well. Dude, it was mixed so well, dude. I love Tyler. I love Tyler when he just gets in this like sweet, smooth, soulful bag, but it's also kind of like innocent in a way, and it's kind of like summery and kind of cheesy in a way. Let's keep going. Sticky. Kind of worried what this track's gonna be about. I have an idea, but I'm not gonna say it. Oh, okay, never mind.
It's getting sticky, sticky, sticky. Bitch is getting sticky, sticky, sticky.
See, I'm a west side nigga from the zone. Didn't give a fuck about pronouns. I'm that nigga and that bitch.
Lit ass bitch, step.
Ooh, gorilla.
Glass fuck, niggas wrong with that motion. These bitches trying to scrap the foot. I'm knucking if you bucking, ho.
Let it be. Niggas say I ain't the guy. They must be smoking
Ketamine.
She ain't sticky. Yeah, it's getting sticky.
Sexy red on this.
Sticky situation, this combination.
Is that Wayne? Dude, the horn's in there.
Better find a mop, it's getting sticky in this bitch. Better find a mop, it's getting
Come on.
sticky in
Yeah, bitch, I'm outside with it. This shit regular. All this shit
That's
be
Phil.
regular. A home wrecker, I've been fucking who I wanna. Now move swinging like check, fuck that.
Better find a mop, it's
I love the lazy flow here. Better find a mop, it's getting sticky in this bitch.
sticky, sticky, sticky.
That's one of the best Tyler songs, period, bruh. That was so good. That was so fun. You had Glorilla on there. She killed it. Sexy Red killed it. Perfect feature choices. Getting Wayne on this was perfect as well. Just like an ignorant banger. And just, there's something about that word, sticky. It's fun to say. It creates a visceral kind of image in your head. It's nasty. It's gross. This was so good, dude. The production on this was crazy. That felt like the personality and the boisterousness, is that a word? I don't know, of old Tyler. Like something on Cherry Bomb or Wolf. Maybe not Wolf, probably just Cherry Bomb, actually. But with a lot better production and mixing and just technically a lot better. Dude, there's so many ideas going on there, and it doesn't take itself too seriously, which I love, but it's also like seriously good at the same time. I'm going back to that one a lot. That's such a fun track, dude. Sexy Red gets a lot of hate, but she killed it. Glorilla killed it. Let's keep going. Take your mask off.
Big guns, what you got, huh? Slash,
There we go. We're getting sweet, Tyler.
Don't let them know that you regret how you became that. You ain't wanna be seen as a bitch, cuz. And none of them face tats gon' hide the fact that you sad, bro. Let's talk about it.
Okay. I don't think he's talking about anyone in particular here. I think he's just talking about this type of person in general, right? Good kid, fine home, mom and dad in the pic, like just people that fake who they are just to kind of fit into kind of the stereotypical rapper, I guess. Again, this doesn't surprise me that Tyler's taking this angle. this feels like something he would want to talk about for sure. Kind of what Kendrick was talking about on Mr. Morale. He could be talking to himself as well.
Since a kid, you knew something was up. Had you thinking God would hate you, so you covered it up. Scared of being seen, tired of rebuking a sin. Traded all to be free and shine bright like the sun.
I hope you find yourself. I hope you find yourself.
Big ass wheels in the garage. 3 cute kids that's in your arms.
Okay, he was talking to the guy at first. Now he's talking to the woman here. Okay, so this is kind of tying back to Hey Jane as well.
You would start all over if we keeping it real. Current life is full, but you ain't feeling fulfilled. 2 won't stay hard, pain in your chest. Hand falling out, blame it on the stress.
Getting slower here. Here's those rising synths again.
Keep running, you'll be cramping in your foot. $10 million invested, no justifying that. Trying to sell them weird ass clothes, nobody buying that. Your beats ain't placing, them songs ain't slapping, your raps ain't ranking.
Yeah, so now he's talking about himself, right?
Boy, you selfish as fuck, that's really why you scared of being a parent. Boy, that therapy needed, I dare you to seek it, but I lose a bet. Take that mask off and tell him the truth, let's talk about it, nigga.
I hope you find yourself. And I hope you find yourself.
Nice. I mean, that's kind of just where that track had to go. Like, I feel like it could only end really with Tyler talking about himself. Maybe this is about his parents, maybe? Because the first verse seems to be about, like, a father. The second verse still talking about maybe the father. The third verse talking about the wife, maybe? I think so, yeah. And then verse 4 talking about himself. So maybe this is about his parents, could be. I like this track. I don't know, some of this album, like, while I do love it lyrically, it feels like it's kind of treading in similar stuff that he's done before, which makes sense. I mean, it doesn't feel like as drastic an evolution between Call Me If You Get Lost and Chromacopia as, say, like Cherry Bomb to Flower Boy. You know, like that's a crazy evolution. So that's why Flower Boy, it was so shocking on a first listen, and it just was like, you know, like a big moment. This, it kind of feels like Tyler's just kind of in the same place, which is fine because it seems like he's in a good place. And I think the quality of the music here is still fantastic, but it does feel like it's kind of like I've heard a lot of this stuff already from Tyler. Tomorrow is next. Oh, nice guitar here.
These jet black strands are turning gray. 'Cause time is changing.
Dude, I love how dissonant this guitar is. It's so unsure. Like I've said, a lot of this album is very sure of itself and confident, but when it comes to the idea of having children, that's where Tyler seems to be the most conflicted, which is fair. Like, it's a big deal, you know?
What's gotten into me? Now that ain't the energy, that version of T that you knew was a memory. Yeah, my brody had another baby, that's like number 2. I'm too paranoid, so I'ma air it out. And any pressure that you're putting on me, I'ma tear down.
Oh, man. Oh, that was a beautiful track. What the heck? I was getting really emotional towards the end because I was just rereading his first verse. Mother's hands don't look the same. These jet black strands are turning gray. I'm gaining weight. I'd rather rest. The thought of children, it brings me stress because time is changing. You know, maybe that idea of as you get older, time seems like it goes faster and faster because, you know, relative to how long you've been alive, like a year isn't as long as it used to be, or doesn't feel as long as it used to be, you know? Talking about that pressure of feeling like maybe you need to have a kid and start a family. It reminds me of I Think About It All the Time by Charlie XCX. So yeah, I think lyrically that track was, and just like musically, it was one of the most like different Tyler tracks I've heard. Like it felt like it had a different spirit to it in a way. And maybe it's just because of the guitars. I feel like we don't really hear guitars that often in his music, especially mixed like that and recorded like that. It felt very like, not esoteric, but just like, what's the word I'm looking for, bro? Maybe esoteric is the word. It just kind of felt like from a different world. It was very, very touching and powerful. I don't know. Very human. And I think the singing being, I mean, Tyler's never been like the most technically gifted singer or anything, but his singing being kind of shrill at points and harsh and vulnerable, it felt very human. Really, really hit me. Let's keep going. Thought I Was Dead.
Thought I was dead. Bitch, I've been trapped in a zoo. Nigga got packs like the crack of a tooth. I need some space like the back of a coupe.
Dude, I love the horns inclusions on this album. It's crazy.
Born way in the hills where they can't see. Swear I burned 20 amps 2018.
Oh, this is Schoolboy Q. Dude, he's so good. Oh.
Nigga rose out of right trying to program. I was
That G, never seen a nigga with a fucking cat game.
Thought it was dead. Thought it was dead.
I don't wanna be found. I don't wanna be down. I don't wanna be found. White boys mocking this shit and y'all mad at me. Y'all can suck my dick. Pull up old tweets, pull up ha kiki with these niggas. Look at squad, baby, I don't be with these niggas. Same boys with me since 5 in the morning. I be hating on shit. 10 in the evening, I be hating on shit.
Dude, the percussion.
I don't wanna be found, you hoe. I don't wanna be down, you hoe. I don't like coming around, you hoe.
That was so good, dude. Holy. This album's really, like, it was good to start off, but it's really hitting a stride in this second half here. It's really picking up, man. I love how, like, diverse the sounds being used are. I love the horns being included on this album. The way they're recorded, it might be a sample, but the way they're incorporated here, they're kind of thinned out in a way. They don't have much like reverb on them in any way. They're kind of like thin and I don't know, but they sit in the mix in a really nice way and they add a lot of like sass to these tracks. A lot of this album feels like Tyler revisiting that older sound of his, that like ignorant, what some people would call annoying, you know, but I feel like it's being done with a lot of skill here. That was so good. Like Him is next.
Damn, nigga. Every time
I'm tired.
I swear to God.
Is she talking about his dad, maybe?
Fingers and shit.
My legs to my shoulders.
This kind of reminds me of Nina Simone in a way. Tyler's not... He's not Nina Simone, okay? He can't sing like Nina, but just the way it's being sung here and just like, I don't know, the piano, kind of Nina Simone vibes. Yeah, it's very Nina Simone. Yeah, go down. There we go. Woo! Oh, this is really sad though. What the heck? Oh, and now we're going into like a Sade, smooth soul R&B track. That guitar is so Sade, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god.
But he's always wanted to be a father to him. So I fucked up. And I take ownership of that, of my choices and decisions.
So a track about his father. I mean, it's really sad. Do I look like him? Mama, I'm chasing a ghost. Like, there's so many things this track could be about and could mean. Like, maybe not wanting to look like him and not being like him because Tyler views him in a negative light and doesn't want to be like him. But also just, like, the kind of, like, more innocent perspective of it, of just, like, actually being curious of what he looks like because he's yearning for a father figure that, you know, he never had. So it kind of has those conflicting ideas. I kind of wish that this outro wasn't here where his mom's talking about it was my fault, not yours, not his, it was my fault. I kind of wish it just left it a little bit more open-ended because it feels like this outro kind of gives the audience a place to like almost take a side in a way. I guess it's cool to hear her perspective, but like just leaving it a little bit more open-ended would make it more interesting on future listens, you know? Just leave a bit more mystery to it. But musically, man, that was fantastic. Starts off feeling like a Nina Simone track, and then you get Tyler mixing in those like breaths in the background, so you're like, okay, yeah, this is still a Tyler song, right? It has that Nina Simone influence, and it feels like a piano ballad. It has kind of a bluesy influence, but it's still a Tyler song at the end of the day. There's some crazy synth choices that come in that kind of feel off-putting at first, but then they end up kind of working somehow. Very strange track musically, but I really like it. Really, really like it. I think it's one of the most interesting here on this album. So let's keep going. Balloon is next. Second last track.
I've been on the tip. Okay, look.
What sample is that, dude? Oh, it's from Sicko Mode. Same sample.
Girls during December, I slay. Now I don't even like girls, bitch, I'm way.
Where the swamp is? Flyest bitch up in the room, I need a cocktail. I need some Peter for this pussy, they want the crop.
Oh, Doechii, dude? Dude, her album from this year was so good.
If he is gay, then I am gay, and we are now. Me and Tyler finna take your bitch down. I'm about to A-cup titties. I don't need you, cause I already fucked me. I don't need a passport, I'm a swamp bitch. Don't stop.
Really bold sample choice, man.
He gon' eat this pussy up cause it's sweet.
Woo. Dude, I love the feature choices on this album. I feel like on Call Me If You Get Lost, some of them were kind of hit or miss for me. Like, I think 42 Doug on Lemonhead was definitely a miss for me. I think like Domo Genesis, I didn't love his feature, but features here have been hitting, I think, every time. And I love getting Doechii on here. Her album from this year is fantastic. If you guys haven't listened to it, go listen to it right now. I think she cuts through this beat in a really nice way too. Like, her voice just has so much presence to it. It's a nice contrast from Tyler's lower tone. Of course, she's a lot more, you know, up there, and it's very, very aggressive. And again, it just cuts through the production like a knife. So I really like it. What did she say? I'm a bi. Okay, wait, what? I'm a bi bitch, but I need that pussy now. If he's gay, then I'm gay, and we are nouns, pronouns. Okay. Her and Tyler just linking up here and just like, I feel like they're about to freaking conquer the world together or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's a very like euphoric track and kind of celebratory in a way. I don't know if it feels completely earned, especially after coming right after Like Him. But I don't know. Tyler does that a lot with his albums. Like, it was the same formula with Call Me If You Get Lost, so it's not too surprising. Last track is I Hope You Find Your Way Home. Whoa. We got some drunk synths here. Oh, I like that piano. Hope you find your way home. Dude, the way that synth came in was crazy. I gotta go back. Oh my god.
In my palm like, ooh, Spider-Man, Velcro, nigga, I'm not you. Then we had to guarantee he ain't no confetti. 4 million on that car, that's not a Chevy. Contradiction, maybe I should before I'm too old and washed up like dishes. When I pop out, they say, ooh, Lord, no Met Gala, but I'm everybody move board. Haters always ride another nigga wave, you a sailor. You could never moonwalk in my Chuck Taylors. It didn't hurt me, now it ain't hurt shit. Sent the motherfucking wire, did a backflip. Fuck what you heard, I'm that nigga and I'm that bitch.
These things keep making me like there's no words right now how I feel.
Yeah, this is such a good choice, just to have like a little synth solo at the end. And we're kind of linking back to the start with the Chromacopia chant. Oh, that was so nice, dude. I love the choice of having just like a synth solo towards the end. When she says, what did she say? Do your thing, just keep shining. And then he goes on to just do that synth solo. It feels like that's more powerful than any like final verse he could have or anything, you know? While Tyler's a great writer, I think that like letting him just musically kind of tie everything up there at the end, and just like you feel his personality through the music, you know? And it's because it's the whole thing of like, yeah, all these songs are written, produced, arranged by Tyler himself. Usually I feel like when that's marketed as, when that's like a big point of emphasis for an artist, it feels kind of like, who really cares? You know, if it's good music, it's good music at the end of the day. But in Tyler's case, I think it actually does matter, because when you have that in the back of your mind, then a moment like that towards the end where there's a synth solo, it feels that much more impactful, because you know it's Tyler himself like playing that synth, right? And you get the personality through how it's played. I don't know, it has that tactile, like, personal feel to it. I'll switch to a negative now. My one complaint with this album is that it feels a bit formulaic in the way that it's, like, formatted the same way as Call Me If You Get Lost, in my opinion, in how it ends especially. But at the end of the day, really enjoyed it. I think the production here is actually some of Tyler's most interesting, and really combining a lot of different styles and sounds here in a really interesting way. Like, you get some ignorant, like, Tyler bangers that kind of call back to his earlier stuff. You get him pushing his own boundaries with a track that's, like, feels like a Nina Simone kind of ballad. You get, Sticky. Dude, I want to listen to Sticky right now again. You get some classic Tyler tracks that are sweet and really soulful. But yeah, overall, really enjoyed this thing. Like I said, I do have a couple minor complaints, but it's always a treat when Tyler drops an album, so I'm here for it, and doesn't seem like Tyler's slowing down anytime soon, because he just keeps continuing to get better as a musician, producer, and honestly, the writing on here was pretty great as well. So that's going to do it. Those are my thoughts on Chromacopia. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, go join the Patreon if you want to see this reaction uncut, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.